All right, Kelly, we're going to have our next talk. This is Manhood Part 4. It's the birds and the bees. Where do babies come from?
Sports.
The famous sex talk.
Yay!
All right. You like that word, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
It seems fun. Well, where do babies come from is a question that lots of kids ask.
I know.
Okay, we're going to talk about it the whole time. Where babies come from is a question that kids have asked throughout the ages. I know when I was a kid, they used to always tell us that the babies came from these. And
Spork dorks.
Yeah, the sporks.
The spork dorks.
The spork dorks, okay. and we believed that until we got to a certain age and we finally realized the babies didn't really come from them, they came from the mommy, right? And you already knew that part. But let's see what else you might or may not have known.
Spork dorks.
Okay. You see, because God has a plan. And his plan is for both men and women to come together and get married and have kids and fall in love and have a family.
Family.
And that's his plan. So
Family.
you can have families and the world can grow and they can serve God. That's the whole plan of what God's is. So God's plan is very connected with what sex is and why we have sex and what sex does. Because you know the end result in sex is what?
Babies.
All right. So first of all, we got to take a look at the male body parts. Okay? Now, you're male and you know that this is the what?
Penis.
That's the penis. Right? And in the penis, there's this is a kind of cut of the penis of what's inside of it. And you see, this is called the testicles, and you call them the what?
Sacks.
The ball sack. See, this is where the sperm are made, and the sperm is made, and then it comes out of the tip of the penis.
I know. So they circulate through these tubes, then they go through there, and then they come out.
Right. They don't just come out anytime. They come out when a boy gets excited about a girl that he's in love with. That's when it comes out.
They start having sex.
Right. So it doesn't come out when he pees. It doesn't come out when he pees. It comes out during that time, okay?
Yeah, when they're butt naked.
Okay, when they're butt naked. We're going to talk some more about that. So this is kind of a basic look at what it's like, okay? Now, we talked about sperm.
I've seen video clips with those. And they looked exactly the same.
Yeah. And this is kind of like what a sperm looks like. It has a head, the middle piece, and kind of a whipped tail there. And the tail spins them back and forth, and it helps them to swim. And when the boy shoots out his sperm into the girl, millions and millions of sperms come out at one time.
I know, and the first one to get to the female
egg,
is the baby. But if two make it at a time, they could have twins.
Very good. You knew a lot about this. So it's millions of them and the fastest swimmer. You know what that means? That means that you once were the fastest swimmer.
The fourth fastest.
No, because when mom had you, you were the only one. You didn't come the time the other kids came. You came during your own time. So
yeah, but
okay. Anyway, the point is that the fastest swimmer gets there, and this is what the sperm looks like.
It's spiral shaped in the middle piece.
Okay. Now this is the female body. This is the girl with her legs open, and you'll see that she has a hole there, and that's called a vagina.
I know.
Okay, you know. And the vagina is the hole that the penis goes into, right?
No.
When they're naked, the penis goes into the vagina, and then when the sperm comes out, that's where the sperm swims into the woman's vagina, and this is what a vagina hole looks like here, and it comes and swims in here, okay? And then they start going and trying to find the egg. The eggs are in here, okay?
There's two eggs?
Yeah.
So there's a hole in it, a huge one?
A hole in what? Well, see, this is the hole, the vagina, right?
There's a huge one like that?
And this is the...
So a penis can fit inside of it?
But the penis just goes in this part right here, okay?
I know, but why is there a huge hole anyway? Why can't it just be a small hole? That's
well, this is just an actual picture. The hole is different sizes. Don't worry about how big the hole is.
So the hole's not that size?
This is the hole. It's
That's
kind
how
of a
big
flap.
it is?
It's kind of a flap, but it closes when it's not being used, so stuff can't go up in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when they close their legs, this closes up. It's not open like this all the time. Her legs are wide open, and she's trying to show you that it's open. But that's not how it always looks.
Okay, I don't want to look at that.
Okay.
I don't want to look at
All right. So the point is that the penis comes in here and it shoots the sperm in here and it goes and finds the egg and it fertilizes the egg. So if a person has sex, it's a very, very good chance that they're going to get pregnant because how millions of them, and all it takes is one out of the millions to get to the egg. So people shouldn't have sex unless they're trying to have a baby.
Yeah, they should do sex after they're married.
That's what I try to
Because
tell
if
you.
they have sex before they're married, then they'll probably have children right when they're married.
Or if they don't get married, the child won't have any problem. Isn't that bad? And look at this one next picture here. The next picture is another part of the
I saw
head.
that in image.
Yeah, this is the egg. This is actually what an egg looks like.
I know.
And this is again the vagina and and this is the uterus. Okay?
Oh, the
All right.
uterus.
So these are the eggs, and this is the eggs come down every month. The eggs come down, and if they don't get fertilized by sperm, they start to break down, and then that's when women have something called a period. You ever heard of a period?
Yeah.
Okay, so when this
And
breaks
it
down
starts
and this
bleeding.
turns into blood, blood comes down and they bleed for like a week. Okay, so that's
So
what
this
that's
is
about.
like-
That's the
so
menstrual cycle.
This ball is like shaped as
It's
the egg.
right? All right, so next picture.
So it's just waiting
Look-
like right there, like, hello, can someone come in me?
Yeah,
so I
somebody.
Won't die?
That's right. And then every month they die because unless the mother has a baby every month, with most months mothers don't have babies, they die and they have a period. Now look, this is what you call puberty. Puberty.
I already know what puberty
All right, well we're gonna talk about it
You
again.
said
Puberty. Puberty
it's pronounced puberty, not
Okay.
puberty.
Okay, puberty. It's when the male body starts to change to be able to get to the point where he becomes a
Women
man.
have puberty.
Yes, but we're just talking about the male puberty right now, okay? And the male puberty is when the boy's body starts to change to become like a man so he can get ready to have man stuff and have babies and stuff. So it starts at what age you see there? 9 to about 19.
13, 16, 19.
Okay, so they start to change. And here's some of the changes the body goes through when you're going through puberty. And your brain, your thoughts, and your moods and your feelings start going crazy. There's going to be a time when you're just going to be thinking about girls all the time. Oh, girls. You remember how Steven was when he was here? Like a little dog in heat? Girls. That's what boys start to
And then I
think.
punched him in the face.
All right, now
Then
let's
he
talk
got
about
knocked
that.
out.
Let's not
That
talk
was
about
funny.
that.
That was the funny
Kelly. Puberty. That's what start happening. Your thoughts, your moods, and your feelings start to change.
Girls.
Kelly, focus on this. Face.
But that's
They
not
start to
fat.
grow hair,
How?
like a beard, a
I already got
mustache.
some hair.
Okay, well you might be starting puberty, okay? They start to grow mustache and beards and stuff. And the boys start getting something called an Adam apple. That's a little bump right here. You see this thing I have right here? It's called an Adam apple.
Cool.
When you start to go through puberty, you start getting that. You start in your skin, you start to get.
Adam apple.
You ever seen teenagers with acne all over their face? That's part of puberty too.
You wouldn't want that.
Their face start getting all greasy and oily and they start making bumps and stuff. That's a part of puberty.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. The next
See,
thing.
I have an apple thingy.
Adam apple, not quite yet. You're gonna grow it.
Ow.
It's a bump. See that big bump right there? That's puberty. All right, now the chest. They started growing hair on their chest. Your chest started getting muscles and stuff. You start getting that six pack like you got. That's all part of puberty. The arms start growing underarms under here, and the arms start stinking.
Armpits.
See, your arms aren't stinky yet. When you start going through
No,
puberty.
once when I was going through puberty for the first time when I turned 8, like a couple of months later in summer, I'm like, ooh.
Okay, your arms start stinking. That's what start happening when you get puberty. Your underarms
smells
start
like
growing
a
hair,
diaper.
and it starts sweating and it starts stinking. That's how you know you start.
Hair.
That's why it's real
As
important.
furry as a beard.
Listen, that's why it's real important when you start to become a teenager that you make sure you wash yourself really good, or you'll be stinky. Okay, because your body has all these extra sweat glands now that it didn't have before.
I'm gonna do this to my son.
All right.
When I don't take a shower, I'm gonna go.
No, let's not do that. All right, Kelly. Look, the next thing is talking about the penis and the testes. The penis starts
ball sacks.
Kelly, let's talk about it the right way. The penis starts to get bigger, and you start to grow hair around your penis.
I know.
Okay, so that's another thing that shows you starting to get puberty, and your hair starts to get, your leg starts to get hair on it.
I already got hair.
Okay, then you're starting to get puberty. Good job.
And I got arm hair too.
All right, now let's go look at the next thing here.
I had this when I was like 2.
Let's talk about girls now. Girls start puberty earlier than boys. Look at what age girls start puberty. 7. So they 2 years ahead of you in puberty. And as you can see, starting at 7, their body starts to change. It starts to get more curvy. Their
What
skin,
does curvy mean?
you know, round. They start to get boobs and start to get big hips and thighs all big and fat, and their booty start getting bigger and all that kind of stuff start happening. That's what curvier means. So their skin starts to get oilier, just like with boys. They start to get pimples.
Pimples. Pimples.
They start to get hair under their arms, just like boys.
Hair, but it's short. It's shorter.
They start to grow breasts. Okay, so you might notice sometimes between 7 and maybe 15, one summer you'll go to school. A girl will leave before the end of the school year, and she'll have no breasts. And then by the end of the summer, when they come back to school, she got these big breasts. You're like, what happened? Well, puberty happened. Over the summer, they start to grow. Okay, so their bones start to get wider, and they start to get hair.
Wide. Instead of
hair.
getting tall, they stop growing at the age 21.
Well, they.
I mean 20.
They actually generally stop growing earlier than we do because they start developing earlier than we do.
Because they're evolved from.
They're usually a bit more mature than we are. Right.
They're newer. Like, they evolved from men. They're like Mewtwo.
Well, we're not talking about that. We're talking about puberty. All right, now let's look at the next picture here. God's plan again. God's plan is for what? The boy and the girl to fall in love.
Heart.
To meet, fall in love.
My heart is broken.
To date. And then, after dating for a good, at least 3 years or so, they're going to get what?
Smoochy.
Then they're going to get what?
Smoochy.
Look at the picture. They're going to get what? Married.
And smoochied.
Okay? And once they get married, they're going to have something called a what? Honeymoon. And the honeymoon, after they got married, is the first time that they have what we call sex. In other words, it's called intercourse. Okay? That's when they do that. Only after the honeymoon. On the honeymoon. And this is what intercourse looks like. This is where he takes his penis and he sticks it into the girl, and that's when it shoots out all the millions of sperm and it goes to her egg. Okay? That's what intercourse is. Okay? And this is only done when? On the honeymoon? After you get married. No, just to you. Okay? And so sometimes people don't want to have a baby right away. So they do something called pregnancy prevention, which is called birth control. Okay, there's some things that a girl can do not to get pregnant and some things a boy can do not to get pregnant. Girls do something called take birth control pills. They're these little pills that they have to take every day. And what it does is it fools their body and they're thinking that they're already pregnant, so they can't get pregnant when the body thinks they're pregnant because the way it blocks them from getting pregnant again. Okay, so that's 99% accurate that they won't get pregnant if they take these pills every day. And if they ever miss any of the pills, their body might not be fooled into thinking they're pregnant. They could get pregnant if they ever miss any of the pills. Okay?
What are those? They block the things that's for a male,
yeah,
female?
no, these both are the same thing. But this is unwrapped and this is wrapped. This is called a condom. And this is a little thing, it's called a rubber or condom. What this is a piece of rubber, and it's folded up. This is what it looks like when it's folded up, and this is what it looks like when it's unrolled. So it's folded up, and you stick it over your penis, and you roll it down until all of it's rolled down like that, all the way down to the end. And then when you have intercourse with the girl, when the sperm come out, they don't go into the girl, they go into the rubber part.
I know.
And then when they stop, you have to take it off and not let any of the sperm get on the girl. Because I knew this girl once that they did it with the condom, but then she took it off and some of the sperm still got in her and she still got pregnant because it's millions of them. So it's very easy for a girl to get pregnant if she didn't take the birth control or if she doesn't have a condom.
So the condom, you have to make sure it doesn't get tipped over.
Yeah. And you gotta make sure it doesn't come off.
So any part of the body, it could get in the body?
Well, no, it only gets into the vagina. That's the only part because
but
that's
what
where
if
the
they
eggs
eat the sperm?
Who?
By accident.
Who?
The woman's.
How's she gonna eat the sperm?
By accident.
No, she's not gonna eat the sperm. Why would she be anywhere down here eating something?
No, eating it.
No, when
like
the boy
falls
takes it
on
off.
Her plate. And then
Well, she's not eating during sex.
No, it falls when he's
That's
trying
why.
to put it in the sink, dump it.
Okay,
in
well,
the
you
And it falls
tie
on
it in a
her
knot
plate.
and you put it in the trash. You don't put it anywhere near any kind of food. Okay. All right. Diseases.
Ew.
There's something called venereal diseases. There's some people who have these diseases that you can catch by having sex with them. So there's some people who have what you call venereal disease. You got HIV is a venereal disease. You got herpes. You got all kinds of syphilis and all these different diseases. And some of them can make you look like this. Can make you get all kinds of stuff. It puts bumps on and blisters on your penis and stuff.
Ew.
And you can even die from some venereal diseases. So
Okay, I don't want to get